Hello my friends, I am Tiberian, and in this video I'm going to present over 20 types of papers. Archival type papers from glossy, matte, satin, lustre, fine art, cotton, a lot of, over 20 types of paper. Good quality papers which will make the difference in the printing process. I'm gonna print on them, I'm gonna review them, I'm gonna compare between them, I'm gonna compare with what I've used before that. Everything will be printed on my Epson Ecotank ET7750, and I'm gonna show you also my workflow in Photoshop. I'm gonna show you how to use the ICC Profiles, which sometimes they also can make a difference in the work flow. Let me tell you exactly what kind of papers I'm gonna use today for this video. There will be glossy papers, Polar Glass Metallic 255. Then we have the 68 pounds Ultra Pro Glass 2.0, 60 pounds Pecos River Glass. Then we have the matte papers, Polar Matte Papers, Premium Matte Papers, 60 pounds paper canvases, 60 pounds River Linen 2.0. Then we have Photofill Satin and Lustre paper, 75 pounds Arctic Polar Lustre, 66 pounds Arctic Polar Satin, 68 pounds Ultra Pro Satin 4.0, Ultra Pro Lustre 300, 66 pounds Palo Duro Satin. So we have 5 satin and lustre papers. Cool. Then fine art papers, we have Aurora Art White 285. 285 cents, so the 3 digits at the end, the 2558285, stands for the GSM number. Then we have Aurora Art Natural 285. These are the inkjet and photo and fine art papers. Then we have more. We have specialty media. So for this, the inkjet photo and fine art papers, for me they are like luxury. You know, most of the time, let me show you. I'm using this paper for my artwork, as I will show you in a few moments. I'm using this one most of the time. 18.5 by 11 premium presentation paper, 32 pounds HP. It's double-sided. I find it great. It's also very affordable, because this is also a thing, maybe not only for me, but the regular price of this one is $16 for 100 sheets. Usually I'm buying this from Office Depot when it's 50% off, or buy one get one free, and so on. I really recommend it. Then is the specialty media. This is like high-end luxury. So we have texture cotton fine art, Palo Duro etching. Then we have the inkjet canvas, Blanco matte canvas. Then fine photographic dark room look. For this one we have the Palo Duro soft glass rag. Okay. Super weight photo mat, and this will be the 88 pounds polar mat. After that, Morita fine photographic paper. I'm ashamed a little bit because I never heard about this type of paper. Morita fine photographic paper. I don't know how many of you heard about it. And this is the category, and the type of paper is San Gabriel Morita Semi-Gloss 2.0. Yeah, whatever. Super weight photo glass. We have two type of papers, 98 pounds and 86 pounds Pecos glass. These are the papers which I will review in this video. And before going ahead, this is not advertising or anything. All the papers are bought from Red River paper. Again, not an advertising. This was my first choice because most of my fellow photographers are using this type of paper to print their work. So as I already had good feedback but never used it before, I said to try them right now for you. And printing them right now, I thought it's good to share this with you guys. Let's start. We have here an artwork. I'm doing this sport artworks. Follow me or check me out on Etsy. PNWR Productions on Etsy. On Facebook, I'm Tiberio Photography. And yeah, this is my artwork of Dallas Cowboys. I have an order today, and I will print it. This will be my first print for today for you guys, just to see what it, just to make a comparison on what I'm using and what I will be printing today with these papers. So let's go in Photoshop and show you my workflow and how it works, how I'm printing my artwork on my Epson printer. Here we are in Photoshop. We have this artwork. Go File, Print, and okay, 8.5 by 11. Selecting the printer, 7750. Okay. Then matte paper, because I'm using the matte paper. Most of the time when I don't have the ICC profile, I'm using the Epson standard RGB gamma 1.8. I find it very good for me, with great results. I have no complaints. As you can see below, I have other ICC profiles for Ecotank printers, but the thing is that I didn't found the one for my particular 7750, the Epson my Epson Ecotank printer. But if you have the Ecotank 2750, 3750, 4750, yeah, I managed to download them and to install them in Photoshop. The thing is that they are useful for me. They're not very useful for me because they are compatible, but the colors are not matching. So I had to wait a little bit for the Red River to get the IC profiles for my printer. Anyway, the thing is that Epson standard RGB gamma 1.8 will work just great. Okay, Photoshop will manage the colors. I'm saying all the time, don't let the printer manage the color for you. Let Photoshop do it. It does a great job. And let's go ahead and print it. Here it is. This is the result. I find it very accurate, so looks good. The colors are saturated. The blues look exactly like on my screen. So this is the premium presentation matte paper. Now let's print on the glossy papers. Let's try the glossy papers. We will try the Polar Glass Metallic 255 and see how it looks. For this, for every category, I choose a photo which I find is representative for that type of paper. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please comment in the comments below. For this particular, for the metallic and glossy papers, I choose a photo with wild horses from Romania, from Transfiguration, and as it's an HDR with a lot of blacks, a lot of grays, I feel like it's suitable for a metallic and glossy look. Okay, let's go in Photoshop and let me show you what I'm doing over there. Here we are in Photoshop, File, Print, Epson 7750. Then we have the glossy paper selected. Okay, best quality always. Here Photoshop will have to manage the colors. We have two options, printer or Photoshop, and we have to choose Photoshop. And then Polar Gloss Metallic, the first one that we will try. Have the ICC profile over here, depends on what printer you have. Black point compensation, I'm using this all the time, but it's a must, let's say, when you are using a black and white photo. Let's print it. Here it is. This is the Polar, actually the Polar Gloss Metallic 255. 255 stands for the GSM number, so I'm pretty sure it's like 50-60 pounds over there. Looks fantastic. The metallic paper really gives this photo a metallic look, and the HDR effect looks awesome with this paper. I feel like a black and white papers, black and white photos are very suitable for this paper. Then we have the 60 pounds Pecos River glass. This is a glossy paper. Looks look very good as well. There is a glossy finish. Looks good. Looks very good. I feel like the blacks are the shadows of grays and blacks are looking very good. Then we have the 68 Ultra Pro Glass 2.0. I don't know which one is better actually right now, looking at all these three photos. This one I would say that I like it better than the Pecos River glass, because I have more blacks over here. Here are the grays are predominant. I don't know if it makes sense, but I like this one better. But yeah, my favorite is the Polar Gloss Metallic 255. This one I think that looks better in this category, the glossy papers. So Polar Gloss Metallic 255. Let's go forward, and the next category is the matte paper. Polar matte papers, premium matte, 60 pounds paper canvas, 60 pounds river lining. Let's go in Photoshop. File, print. Right now, because we are using different paper, the matte paper, I'm gonna go choose the photo matte paper, best quality always, and then depends on the type of paper you have, choose the right ICC profile, or again Epson standard RGB gamma 1.8, and then print. So here it is. We have the 47 pounds premium matte. Nothing to say about it. It's saturated. I like it. Nothing special. 60 pounds premium matte plus. Again, looks good. Matte paper. Nothing fancy. This one, it's a little bit thicker. 60 pounds, but feels thicker than that. And this is 60 pounds Polar matte over here. Yeah, well, looks good. And yeah, these are three Archival type papers. This over here is my normal, my commonly used paper. The HP, the let's say cheap HP. Where's the difference? I know that from in front of the screen you cannot see any difference, maybe they look the same, but from where I'm standing here, they look basically the same. basically the same. I would like to say that they are amazing type of papers, but I can't because this is my paper and these are the Red River papers or matte papers plus, and yeah. In this category we have another two type of papers, the 60 pounds River Linen 2.0 and the paper canvas. I was very rough with the other matte papers. I will not be the same with the paper canvas. 60 pounds looks good. Have the texture on this one and on the other one. This is the 60 pounds River Linen. Both of them, they have a texture to it. I feel like the paper canvas is a little bit brighter, and the whites will be whiter as well. Because you should know, if you don't know, most of you know this. The paper gives the brightness, the whites on your prints, and the blacks are given by the ink. Your printer is not able to print white, so if you want something, the white to look really white, you should look for the brightness of the paper that you are buying. In this case, I find like the 60 pounds paper canvas looks better than River Linen 2.0 60 pounds, but there is not such a big difference. I like the texture. The texture looks good on both of them. I feel like the canvas paper, the texture is like squarish. On the linen one, we have only vertical texture lines, if makes sense. So yeah, these are good. These two matte papers, the paper canvas and red linen 2.0, these two can make a difference if you're using a paper, a matte paper for printing your photos. The other ones, not so happy about them. Let's go forward. I will not show you again in Photoshop all the things, because it will be boring, and the technique is the same. It's nothing special what I'm doing here. It's the same technique that if you have the ICC profile for your printer, yeah, definitely use that one for the paper that you are using. And yeah, other than that, let's go forward and show you the other type of papers. For this type of paper, I choose this photo. It's a photo from Tulip Festival from Skagit Valley in northern Washington State. It's an amazing place where you can see a lot of color, photograph a lot of flowers. Okay, let's go forward and show you the photos. This is the 66 pounds Arctic Polar Satin. Very nice. I like why I'm using this photo on Lustre paper, because I feel like the Lustre paper will show off a lot of the saturation from your photos. So if you have a colorful photo, Lustre paper, I feel that looks better. Looks very good. Looks very good. I would have loved that, like that, the orange to be a little bit more reddish over there. Then we have the 75 pounds Arctic Polar Lustre. Wow. I don't know if you can see the detail over here and how the color looks. This is not only about the paper, because everything is a combination from the photo, how you print the photo, what type of photo, what type of paper you are using, and then there is the tool, the printer. Not every printer is capable to print 75 pounds or 68 pounds or 60 pounds paper. So there is another topic that I'm gonna mention. It's for Red River. Why are you making the ICC profiles for the Ecotank 2750, for the 3750, for 4750? These Ecotanks, I also own the 3750, and is not able to print over 45 pounds. Yeah, and Epson, it's advertising that printer that it's on maximum 32 pounds. 32 pounds, it's no problem for the printer. But why Red River, it's advertising that it's selling some photos and ICC profiles of that papers if the printer is not able to print on that? Doesn't make sense for me, but I guess it's about selling stuff. 66 pounds Palo Duro satin looks good as well. Lustre, I find the Lustre paper something between metallic and glossy. Maybe it's wrong what I'm saying right now, but this is my my way of seeing the Lustre paper. Okay, then we have the Ultra Pro Lustre 300. This is really nice. I don't feel like this one is a Lustre paper. Looks like more like a glossy. No, it's a Lustre. Yeah, there is some sort of texture of it. So let me go back to the and show you my my favorite. My favorite, it will be the 66 pounds Arctic Polar satin. Why I'm saying that? Because the Arctic Polar satin gives a smooth look to the photo. Then it's also a vibrance of the color. It's an added vibrance of the color. It's very difficult to see it from over there, but from here, yeah, it's definitely a plus. This is my favorite from this category.